everybody, and welcome back to Your Hot Takes. And we've got some good ones because Manchester United have just beat Liverpool at Anfield.
2-1. You would have known.
That was a hot take in itself to win that game. We said that last video, didn't we?
I'll be honest, I predicted it though. So that's
minute.
my best hot take. 2-1 United.
Who else predicted that? Get in the comments if you did. But we've got a really juicy one to start with, and we had to start with the match winner, Harry Maguire. So the first hot take is, if every player in that Manchester United squad had Harry Maguire's mentality, we would be title contenders.
Ooh. You know what? I will give it to him. Harry Maguire, when it comes to mentality, when it comes to being able to he's been through a lot to as a United player. Considering, he came in big money signing, 80 million, 70, 80 million, ended up being a captain after a few years, ended up being dropped from the captaincy. To come back from that in a club this size, it takes a lot for anyone, to be fair. So he has a very, very strong mentality in his team. So you know what? I'm not going to say we would win the title, but I think we'd definitely be a lot higher than what we are now.
We'd be a lot better off, 100%.
A lot better off, yeah.
I believe to win titles, you've got to have the combination of talent and mentality. You've got to be top players, but you do have to have a top mentality. I believe mentality does trump talent if you've got the basics. I do believe that, but you've got to have the combination of the two. We've had players over the years who you can tell the mentality is top, but they're just not quite good enough. I think Dalot falls into that category. His mentality is brilliant. Like, he does all the right things. He's a good player. Is he a title-winning player? I don't think so. So I think there's a borderline, but like you said, we'd be better off for sure. Yeah,
100%. All right, so the next hot take is from someone that we both know, someone that you guys know as well, Jordan, who's usually on some of the fan forums, and he says, this month, the month of October, Amorim will finish as the manager of the month.
How is that a crazy take?
I mean, look,
beating Sunderland, who are, I think, just above us in the table.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to be where we were at, but still. Good win, a convincing win. Going to Anfield, one of the toughest places you can go. Win. By the way, I think Amorim's actually gone and won at the Etihad and Anfield before Arteta has. Just putting it out there. Just saying. And then if you beat Brighton, who are, everyone knows are a really, really tough team to play in this Premier League. When you look at all the teams in there, I think that you would put yourself right in the running. I
mean, to be fair, what else can you do? You can only beat the teams in front of you, and if he wins all three of those games, genuinely, there's really much else to say about this. If he wins all three games, there's no reason why he's not in the contest. He's not a contender for manager of the month.
The rain has decided to join us, but the next hot take is Mbeumo is a better player than any of Liverpool's transfers. Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, etc.
Wow, I like these kind of hot takes though. I like them because they're out of the way. They're not too obvious. You know what? Yeah, well, we both watched the game yesterday. You could not tell me Mbeumo wasn't better than any of their players. You couldn't tell me Mbeumo wasn't better than Wirtz when he came on, better than Isak. Obviously, he started, and obviously better than Ekitike as well. I mean, look, Ekitike actually played pretty well when he came on, but Mbeumo scored in 2 minutes. So
Ekitike is, I think, Liverpool's best signing, which is kind of crazy considering all the money they've spent and the reputation's coming into the club. So far, obviously, it's not. You're not done a full season yet, and it's still early days. But if you ask me, would I rather have Ekitike or Mbeumo, I'd go with Mbeumo. Mbeumo, for me, is going under the radar. I keep saying it as one of the signings of the summer. His impact has just been ridiculous on this Man United team. Takes us levels up. And not only that, I mean, there was another hot take, Mards, saying that Mbeumo will outdo Mo Salah in terms of goals and assists. Are we jumping on the bandwagon too quickly, or is that something he's actually genuinely capable of?
Capable of? It's tough. You know what? Yeah, he scored 20 goals last season. Why not? That's how I look at it. If you're capable of doing that, and yes, United have struggled in certain games this season, but you know what? Salah's not been firing this year. We don't know how Liverpool are going to really end up. 4 losses on the bounce. I think that's the first time they've done that in like 30-something years. So you know what? If it carries on like this, and then Mbeumo's firing for us, and he gets some more assists as well, I don't see why not.
Only one scored at Anfield at the weekend.
Facts. Okay, so the next hot take is that Dalot will be Amorim's downfall, not Bruno Fernandes. I think there's 2 sections of this hot take. First of all, is Bruno Fernandes actually going to be Amorim's downfall? And secondly, if it was going to be anyone, would it actually be Bruno and would it be Dalot?
I don't think one particular player can cause you a downfall. However, when I was watching that game against Liverpool, and I'm a big Diogo Dalot fan, I love his mentality, I love the way he trains, I love his behaviours, and I always respect that in a player. But when I was watching that Liverpool game, I've got to be honest, that left wing-back position felt like our Achilles heel.
Definitely.
I will give Dalot the benefit of the doubt. When he went to right wing-back, he did look better. And to be fair to him, Mo Salah didn't really get a peep. Like, he didn't do any damage. Was that because of Mo Salah? Was it because of Diogo Dalot? But I do feel like that one where Cody Gakpo hit the post, where it was really open, he gave the ball away. I think he was at fault for Casemiro getting that yellow card because of his poor decision making in the final third. And he's just not a left wing back. So instead of saying Dorgu will be Amorim's downfall,
Dalot.
I would say not Dorgu.
Instead
of saying Dalot will be Amorim's downfall, I would say not getting a senior left wing back to partner Dorgu and help his development could be a downfall, because Amorim's system is so reliant on wing backs. They're so important. Dorgu's got bundles of potential. He's only 20 years old. He needs a little bit of help. He needs a senior. Luke Shaw, can he do it when Martinez is fit? That's a question for everybody. Can he keep up with it? It's a lot more of a taxing position than the centre-back position, maybe, but I wouldn't say he will be a downfall. The position, if we don't recruit someone who's a top quality player in that area, then that could be definitely a fly in the ointment.
Yeah, I agree. It's harsh to really say that it's Dalot's fault, because at the end of the day, like you said, he's not playing anywhere near his favourite position. He was our player of the season as a right back, and now we're playing him on the complete opposite side and asking him to do the same thing. It really isn't fair if you think about it like that. So yeah, I think just to round it up, it wouldn't be, first of all, it's not Bruno's fault, definitely, and it's not Dalot's fault. I'd rather say, you know what, if Amorim consistently chooses to pick him in that position, and if things start to go wrong, you can only really blame yourself for that.
And it's quickly the same thing with Bruno. It's not Bruno Fernandes's fault that Ruben Amorim's picking him as a deep line midfielder. I actually thought he had a really, really good first half performance against Liverpool, and I think he can do it in certain games, and definitely in certain moments of the games, but he's better closer to goal, and that is his best position. I think if you asked him honestly, that he would say it's his best position. So if the midfield does start to cause Amorim a problem, like it has done in the past, that's on Amorim for playing Bruno there, not for him as a player. And
also the club for not getting another midfielder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
As the rain continues to pour in Manchester, we're going to do some quick fire ones. The first one, this is very bold. Manchester United will finish above Chelsea and Arsenal this season.
I wish. Honestly, I wish. You know what, Chelsea, even that, because they're actually not playing too bad recently.
That's what you call getting carried away. I actually think we could finish above Chelsea. Easily couldn't, but I think if United got their act together, they could. Arsenal, I think Arsenal are on for the league, which is
honestly,
crazy.
We pretty much gave it to them yesterday, let's be honest.
They don't look like a Premier League winning side, but I just think Liverpool, I think Liverpool will continue to lose points.
How about City?
City could easily win it. It'll be between Arsenal and City, I think, and to be fair, City, they've got the best keeper and the best centre forward in the world, so they could easily go and win it, but not Arsenal. But Chelsea, they could, I think we could finish above.
I think we just did, take every game,
don't get carried away.
One game at a time, and then we'll see. Next quickfire hot take: Senne Lammens could become a better goalkeeper than David De Gea.
I mean, he could,
Everyone can do it.
If you look at it, I could win the lottery and have an Aston Martin on the drive tomorrow. You don't know. These things can happen. And what I will say is, for all the criticism De Gea did get in his final years, he was the best goalkeeper in the world at one point, and is one of the best goalkeepers that I've ever seen.
He won the Golden Glove in his last season.
He was brilliant. I think in that season where he just pulled off like multiple saves against Arsenal, I think it was like 2016, 2017, I don't know when it was. Them prime years, I mean, for a long time, it wasn't just a couple of years, it was for a long period. He was one of the best goalkeepers in the league, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he was unbelievable, absolutely. But you've got to remember the way he started out at a young age at United.
It was tough.
He had a tough first season. A lot of the media were calling for Fergie to drop him. People didn't have faith in him. I remember watching it home on TV, and my dad was saying, I don't know what we're doing with him in there. And he just grew into a top-class goalkeeper. Sir Alex Ferguson stuck by him. Senne Lammens started way more assured than what De Gea did. De Gea was walking into a top class team. Senne Lammens is walking into a team with development. But the way that Senne Lammens has started, it's only been 2 games. It really does give you a lot of hope. He looks like he's up for it. He looks the part. Okay, the next one is Ahmad is better at right wing back than he is as a right-sided 10.
It's tough. It's not far off. That's what I will say.
I've been saying it for a while now. He's got everything that I think a wing-back in a wing-back system should have. He's so good going forward. He's deceptively quick. He's deceptively strong. He's actually good defensively. I mean, that tackle he put in, that he got a yellow card for, unnecessarily got a yellow card. It was a brilliant defensive tackle. His heading ability is pretty good. He's intelligent. His first touch is exceptional.
Strong as well.
I mean, the way him and Mbeumo were linking up, if they get a good run of games together, I genuinely think they could be unstoppable. If you look at what Ahmad can offer you in the final third, his runs in behind, you know, the way he pulls wide, the way he can go inside is exactly what you want from a wing back, and nobody is better than Ahmad at anticipating of when to win a ball. The amount of times he can nick a ball off a player and they don't think he's going to do it, and nobody thinks he's going to do it, and he just does it and he accelerates away. He can only do that position coming onto the ball from the right wing back area, and I mean, he can do it in other positions on the pitch, but that's his strongest point for me. So I think when this team's up and running, a fully flowing system, you want your wing backs to be that progressive, you want your wing backs high up the pitch, and Ahmad gives you that. Yeah,
I agree. I'm not complaining at the end of the day, so that's what I say. Okay, next hot take, quick fire. Harry Maguire is worth the 80 million that we spent on him.
If you look at over years of longevity, go on, I'll give it him. He's clutch.
It's been 7-8 years now. Me personally, the way I look at it is, like, football, sometimes it's more than just trophies. He has won trophies for us, so you can't say he hasn't done anything. But also, the memories that he's given us, I'd pay the 80 mil. That's how I see it.
Realistically, he probably was 50-60 million pound defender. Realistically, and that's pushing it. That's pushing it. If we actually look at it on paper, probably 50 million, no one would have batted an eyelid at the way his career progressed. But he had a really good first season. And you've got to remember, I know everyone took the mick out of him and Lindelof together as a partnership, but they came second in the league. You were up there, look at us now. And I think in his later years, once he's overcome them challenges, like you said, he's just clutch. Like, you know what? Not many people get to say they've scored a winning goal at Anfield for United, and he goes in that category so fast. Okay, the next one. I don't know if the man himself believes it. It's Ricky, but he keeps wanting to be involved. We need to get him down for one of these videos. He said a hot take would be Yoro comes back into the team for Maguire.
He definitely doesn't believe that, by the way. He was just asking as a question. But you know what I would say about that? I just think it depends on the game. Because both of those players are capable of starting for us. They're not, you know, Harry Maguire's not, you know, too far off to say he can't start every game. Yoro's not too far off to say he can't start every game. Depending on who we play against will just depend on who we want to start. And I think that the attributes that Yoro has is different to the attributes that Maguire has. Maguire's obviously a lot more physical, a lot stronger, a lot more experienced, way better in the air. But Yoro's a lot quicker. I think on the ball he's a lot better as well. He's getting better as well. His passing ability is a lot better as well. So I think depending on the opposition, depending on who their attackers are, will depend on who we should start. So it's not a bad problem to say both of them can play.
Fight for your place, that's what we want to see. I mean, that Yoro cameo at Anfield, it was brilliant.
Great.
He was fantastic, and that's someone who wants to get back into the starting 11. You cannot drop a match winner from at Anfield in Harry Maguire. You just cannot do it.
You can't, but at the same time, Amorim will. Because you know what Amorim's like.
For the next game, do you reckon?
I think Amorim, the way Amorim's like, he might go to the next game. Same way how he dropped Sesko almost, you know what I mean? So I don't see why not.
Well, Mods, that was a nice hot takes video.
I actually like that one.
It was a good one. There were some very positive ones in there. It could backfire us in a few months' time. Some of these clips could be circulating and people could be saying, oh, look at what they were thinking after one win against Liverpool. But it's a big, big win. Don't underestimate it.
Yeah.
Last thing I would ask you, Mods, do you think it is a turning point?
Put me under pressure like that. Is it a turning point? It could be. I'm going to sit on the fence and say it could be.
It could be. Sitting on the fence. I'm going to go with it is. Watch me get mocked in a few games. But anyway, it all matters against Brighton, and we will be back doing your hot takes after that game. So make sure you keep getting them in on all of our socials. The United Stand on every platform. Let us know your hot take. The wilder the better, and you could be featured in our video. But for now, the last thing to say, in the words of Ricky, is...
Come on, United!
Come on, United!